So I've been doing a lot of research on this whole YouTube content ID, whatever, that's been going on the past few days. Been doing some research on that for a few days now, and I think now that I've done all that, I think now's the time for me to give you a bit of an update as to what's going on, what I'll have to change, basically give you an update on the future of this channel and what will happen and that stuff. So here we go. So for those of you who don't know, YouTube decided to update their content ID system, basically making their copyright restrictions more strict, because as we all know, they totally weren't strict enough. Why do you feel like you need to be more strict when you've clearly been extremely strict already? You know, oh, you think that was strict? Nah, stuff, I'm just gonna make it even more strict for you and make it even more difficult. That's because we're YouTube, and we like making things more difficult when they really shouldn't be that difficult. But you love us, right? So yeah, basically, gaming videos, well, basically videos, have recently been getting flagged for copyright. The content ID system's been updated. It's going through all the videos on YouTube, including old ones, finding any source of copyright in them. If it has it, it'll put a copyright claim on there, and yeah, things like that. And it seems like people are in an uproar about this because it seems like gaming videos are being affected by this as well. Which, as you know, is a pretty frightening thought for the gaming community, you know. For years, we've been able to just do gameplay videos without any worry whatsoever, and now they throw this at us. So I've been doing a bit of research. I've gotten comments on the previous video of this, which I've deleted now because I think it served its purpose. I got a comment saying, you know, like, the copyright system, YouTube itself didn't say anything about this copyright system affecting gaming videos. And this is true. It did not say anything about this affecting gaming videos whatsoever. However, that seems to be the case, which is very, very weird. So, I've basically been kind of hiding in the shadows for a few days, waiting out the situation, see what's going on. And after a lot of waiting, I seem to notice a pattern with this new content ID system after watching lots and lots of videos on the subject, people talking about it, them explaining which of their videos have been flagged and all that stuff, and I think I finally found the pattern with this content ID system. So I'm basically going to explain that to you guys. So first of all, it seems like this ID system is mostly affecting newer games. Like, I seem to notice, like, it's affecting games like, Super Mario 3D World, I think Grand Theft Auto as well, some first-person shooter games. Lots of games that I don't really play, well, maybe other than Super Mario 3D World. I do want to get that game looks awesome. But, yeah, it seems to be affecting mostly games that I don't really play, because these are fairly recent games. But not only that, but it doesn't really seem to be the gameplay itself that's being flagged, rather than the music playing in the background that's being flagged. Yeah, that is very weird. Now, most of these games, except for 3D World, I kinda get why they'd be flagging this. It sounded kinda gangster there for a second. Yeah, I kinda understand why they would want to flag some of the songs in these videos based on what I've seen from other people's videos, because it seems to be flagging licensed songs, like copyright songs with lyrics and things like that. Some of it is instrumental as well, but for the most part, it's licensed songs. And in a way, it does make sense to me, because the games I've seen, that have been flagged, those kinds of games do tend to use licensed songs a lot, so I do kind of get it. I do kind of understand why this would be the case. So that kind of makes me a little bit more settled, because, you know, I don't really use licensed songs in my videos ever anyway, because, I mean, that's kind of, like, I've always, ever since, like, day one, well, maybe not day one, I kind of didn't know about the copyright thing when I first made my channel, but somewhere close to day one, I knew YouTube was very, very strict with their copyright thing, and because they were so strict, I myself became very strict with it. I made sure to not use any copyright material. I don't use, like, I don't show any movie clips, I don't play any licensed songs, I don't do any of that. If there's a song in the game that I know is a licensed song, I don't want it in my video. I'm just gonna completely cut it out of the video, because I don't want to risk getting a copyright claim and things like that. So, yeah. So that's why it doesn't really bother me that much, because, you know, there are licensed songs in those newer games, and if I were to do walkthroughs of those games, I would pretty much already know what to do. You know, just cut those songs out of the video completely. I pretty much already know what to do, because, you know, because I've been doing this for about, like, 3 to 4 years now, so I'm pretty much experienced with, you know, getting rid of those kinds of, well, maybe not experienced with getting rid of them specifically, but I've been very experienced trying to avoid that kind of copyright stuff as much as I possibly can. So, there's that. Now, another thing that seems to be getting flagged is gaming trailers. Now, I'm not talking about the gameplay itself, obviously. I mean, like, specifically, like, the game trailers, like, commercials for the game that the developers make and all that stuff. Those are being flagged as well. And this is actually something that one of my friends, pointed out. They probably did this so that when game developers upload these trailers themselves, they want to be, like, the first ones on the site to, you know, for people to see, and they don't want anyone else uploading those trailers, so that makes sense. So, like, yeah, don't upload gaming trailers, that'll get you in trouble. I'm not too worried about that either, because, like, I don't really use gaming trailers in my videos anyway. The only time I've ever used gameplay trailers in my videos is in the My Thoughts on Sony's E3 video. That's the only time I've ever done gameplay videos, or not gameplay, I've showed footage of game trailers. And even then, that video hasn't been flagged for copyright or anything, so that's kinda weird. But yeah, that's basically another thing that's being flagged. And those are the two main things that are being flagged: licensed songs in games and game trailers. Those are the two things that are being flagged, I've noticed. A lot of people say that cutscenes are being flagged for copyright as well. And, okay, I guess I'll take their word for it, but I've never really seen any instance where a video has been flagged solely for the cutscene. Like, usually the videos I've seen that's talking about this Content ID system is like, oh my gosh, this Content ID system is terrible. Look at all the videos that YouTube's flagged on my channel. Then they show all the videos that have been flagged for copyright. You know, they show it one by one, and mostly it's songs. Yes, it's mostly been songs and game trailers. I've never actually seen a video that's been flagged for showing a cutscene. I've only heard people say that videos are being flagged because of cutscenes. So, yeah, I don't really know if this is true or not, if this is true or if it's just a rumor, but they say it is, so I guess I'll take their word for it. But yeah, that's basically the three things that are being flagged. licensed songs, game trailers, and cutscenes, assuming that the cutscenes really are being flagged, or if it's just a rumor. So, it sounds like the two main things I have to avoid is avoid putting any licensed songs in my videos, which I already do, and avoid putting game trailers in my videos, which I don't even do in the first place. So, it sounds like basically what I need to do to avoid this content ID system is to basically just keep doing what I've been doing for the past 3 years now. Yeah. And like I said, this mostly has been affecting newer games, mostly games I don't really play. And for the most part, been doing kind of older games on my channel. So, yeah, I was wondering why none of my videos have been flagged for anything. There's only one video that's been flagged recently, and it was one part of my Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron walkthrough, but that's really it. None of my other videos have been flagged for copyright because of this content ID system. So, it sounds like I'm pretty safe. I mean, like, just keep doing what I've been doing, avoid licensed songs, don't show game trailers, I just have to keep doing what I've been doing, so... Yeah, it doesn't sound like I'm in too much of a risk, but you never know, but it sounds like I'm pretty safe in terms of this content ID system. Now, the only thing that I'm a little disappointed about is with the recent uproar of the Nintendo content ID stuff that's been happening. And it's for the same reason, you know, it's been detecting songs in the background. But the thing is, it's songs that you wouldn't really think were licensed songs. It seems to be detecting just songs that are playing in the background. You know, just the level music that plays while you're playing the game. And that's kind of weird. I mean, you kind of need... that music is kind of part of the gaming experience, and it's not like we can turn that music off, because Nintendo doesn't, like, have any sound options in most of their games, so... yeah, it's kind of weird. A lot of people think that Nintendo purposely is doing this content ID stuff. I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I just think that back when they started doing this a while ago, when they were against gameplay videos, they just shoved like so much of their stuff in the content ID system. And then when YouTube updated this content ID system, now the ID system is like really churning out all this data that Nintendo shoved in, and we're basically seeing the consequences, if you will, of their actions that they've done earlier. So I don't think it's that I don't really necessarily think it's something that they've done now, rather than it's just the consequences of stuff they've done earlier. Because, I mean, they listened to us before. I don't think they would do this on purpose, unless Nintendo just decided to become big fat jerks all of a sudden. But, yeah, I don't think they'll do it they did it on purpose, and maybe Nintendo will get this fixed. I mean, they listened to us before. You know, if you just get your voices heard, tell them, hey, why are you lagging our videos, Nintendo? You need to undo this. We're angry old men. You know, just get your voices heard, tell Nintendo that, hey, we don't like the fact that you're flagging our videos, and they'll probably undo it somewhere in the near future, so... yeah, I mean, it's not like Nintendo's YouTube or anything where they just flat out don't listen at all, but... yeah, just scream at Nintendo for a couple months and they'll probably undo it eventually. But yeah, unfortunately though, this does mean I'm gonna have to avoid doing walkthroughs of newer Nintendo games from this point on. Yeah, that is pretty disappointing, because, I mean, voice crack. I like Nintendo games. You know, Nintendo's awesome. They make awesome games, but it sounds like I'm gonna have to avoid doing videos of their stuff for a little while. I mean, I think their older stuff is safe. I think I can still continue Paper Mario and things like that. But their newer stuff is the stuff I'm gonna have to avoid doing on this channel for a little bit. So, yeah, until Nintendo undoes this, I'm gonna have to just avoid doing their games for a little while. So, yeah, that's disappointing. But, oh well, I'm sure they'll undo this eventually. But, yeah, that's basically it, guys. I mean, it doesn't seem like I have to do much different to protect my videos, because it seems like my videos are pretty much safe. I just have to just make sure... I'm just gonna kind of keep doing older games from this point on until when or if YouTube undoes this. Yeah, when or if YouTube undoes this, I'll probably start doing newer games then. But for the time being, I am going to have to stick to older games, because that seems to be the kind of games that are safest to do on this channel. And, you know, just avoid licensed songs, don't show game trailers, yada yada yada. So, basically, sum it up, I'm safe, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So, walkthroughs will still be good, but just don't request newer games at the moment, okay? Just kind of stick with older games. I'll still, you know, do older games if you want. I'm still working on the SpongeBob movie walkthrough. So there's that. I'm working on 2 other walkthroughs at the moment. That hopefully will be finished by the end of this year. So, hopefully by next year you'll get to see another viewer's choice after... I don't know how long it's been, like a year or so? I have no idea how long it's been since the last viewer's choice, but... by the end of this year you should see a brand new viewer's choice, and you guys will get to vote on the next walkthrough pretty soon. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just letting you know that I don't have to change too much on this channel. It seems like I'm fine. So, walkthroughs will be continuing sometime soon. I don't know when. I'll probably record more Paper Mario pretty soon. I need to get a 3rd video saved, because I only have 2 other Paper Mario videos left at the moment. I need to record more, because I'm running out of footage. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this brought some of you at ease, and... yeah, that's pretty much it, you know, just do relatively older games and you should be fine. So, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, see you then, everyone.